seeing here is typical dirt that's probably acquired from a lot of freeway driving. If you look here, you can see this is almost like sand. And how does this get into the engine compartment? Well, that's kicked up off the concrete, you know, going at 60, 70 miles an hour, a lot of cars in front of you. So the only way to get rid of this is you've got to go through some sort of cleaning process. You don't want to come in here with compressed air and start blowing all this around. This is very high grit material. You want to be able to vacuum as much of it as you can and then find some way to clean and rinse it off, particularly on the engine here. Look, right down here. It's just like a pile of sand. And if any of you were wondering, why does sand get up in your engine? Now you know. And we've got on this M273 engine a lot of ridges and crevices everywhere. So how in the world am I going to get cleaning fluid and rinsing it and drying it out without causing some problems, particularly around these electronics? Look at all these sensor plugs here. You know, rubber's not a big problem, but around in this area, look, how am I going to clean down in here, and particularly down in here where you see quite a bit of dirt? And there it is again, all that sandy, gritty material. Let me explain to you what I've come up with to deal with this issue here. This is the engine detailing kit I designed specifically for these newer engines. As you saw, there's lots of nooks and crannies. There's lots of electronic sensors everywhere. And most people are just afraid to clean those engines. And with me, I've always had to have a clean engine. So I decided I had to have something a little more precise when working with these newer 10 to 15-year-old engines. And the heart of this kit is this special sprayer. You know, it is a pump sprayer. It has a pressure release. The tip's been modified. This has been added because you want to be able to get down into really tight places, and you also want really good control on the spray on this. So I'll show you just briefly what you can do here. If I open this up, you see I have a nice strong spray. If I open it up further, I have a narrow spray, but if I close it all down, and this is what I'm going to need on this engine, is I'm going to need just fine mist to rinse the cleaner off. And then I have to have a way to keep all that from not staying down in all those cracks and crevices. Along with the sprayer, brushes. I love paint brushes and acid brushes, so I include all of these in the kit. Along with this kit, I'll include a video how I clean this engine in this S550. But I want to, at least in this short video, give you a teaser on how well this kit works. Before I begin cleaning, I should address the issue of these plastic panels under the engine. Should they be removed, or can you just clean the engine? That's going to be your call. I use such little water that I can actually pull them off and kind of wipe them down after we're finished. Or you can get under the car and pull these panels off. I'm going to show you a little scene right now how much water came off cleaning this right side, and I'll just pull this drip pan out. Look at that, not much water at all. You can see here, this is after I did some cleaning. It kind of dries up, so it's not necessary to pull these panels off unless you really want to. You can see me working away at this. Obviously, I'm not going to take the time to film it all, but I'm going to focus on sections. In this first section here, I'm going to focus on this valve cover, and using the brush and the cleaner, I'm just going to keep working it in. Don't use any more cleaner than you have to get into all these cracks and crevices. Okay, so here you can see where it's kind of puddled into one of these crevices. So that's where you got to kind of use the pressure to move that out. And here at the bottom edge, you're going to end up pretty much dumping it on the floor past the exhaust manifold. So I'm just trying here to get a small amount of spray everywhere. And I know what you're thinking, Kent, you're not getting all that dirt off. Well, just wait, we're not done yet. I'm trying to control the amount of water I'm using here. I like the goal of trying to do this, just keep the water off all those electrical plugs just to be safe. So this is set down, I can come in behind here and rinse, see, in behind the plugs and let it just run down. You know, an acid brush here to wrap around the paper towel and get down in there and soak some of this up. Okay, I'm going to hit it a little more right there, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product. For me, I've always gotten more pleasure out of detailing an engine than any other part of the car. Maybe it's because the results are so dramatic. Look at this. I mean, this almost is coming out showroom. You're going to be really hard pressed here to find any dirt. But I think for about 2 hours, this was well worth it. And you can do the same for your engine. In closing, I want to share this tip with you. If you're going to go to the trouble to clean your engine compartment, you better clean the hood pad as well. Otherwise, the dust from this is going to fall back down on the engine. You know, these hood pads on these newer cars are made out of a material that really attracts road grime. And I think you can see it here just as I wipe. So you got to clean that. Otherwise, you're going to close your hood a few times and you're going to say, why is my engine cover so dirty? I think I can do it without taking it off by using a vacuum and by using a carpet cleaner to get the fine dirt off. You can see already what a vacuum can do to clean this. Look at the difference. I'm going to vacuum the entire pad, and then I'll come back and show you the cleaner I'll use. The vacuum cleaner did a pretty good job of getting the surface dust off, but there's still dirt embedded in this fabric. And I don't want to use water. It takes too long to dry. What I like to use is my favorite carpet cleaner, Folex. This does not require rinsing, so I can clean this and just leave it. Now, Folex is available at Lowe's, Home Depot, and so on. And that's an amazing carpet cleaner. Now, I'm not going to spray it on the pad. I'm going to spray it on the rag so I can control how wet I get it. And then I'll start right in this area. Take a look right there. You can see how dirty this has gotten over the years. So I'm going to take a little bit of time here and finish off cleaning this entire hood pad. Now you can see the hood pad looks considerably cleaner, and we're going to finish up this job by putting some Miracle Protectant on that engine cover. This is my special brew, what I call Miracle Protectant. We're going to put a little right on this wiper cover because this thing discolors very easily, and we'll put some down in there as well. I'll have to get over on the other side, and I'm going to rub this pretty hard so I can rub it right into the plastic. Most of these covers turn gray after about 5 years. Okay. All right, I'm going to get the rest of this a little bit later, but I'll move on to this engine cover. I'll get the flat surfaces first with a rag. Okay, I'm just going to do half of it for the sake of this scene here. And then for these corrugated areas, I'm going to use a brush, and I'll put a little over on the flat spot here. I'm going to brush this in like this. You won't be able to get it in very well with a rag. And then once that's done, come back and wipe it off a little bit. Okay, I think that gives you a pretty good idea how this is applied. What I like about this protectant is it stays on a very long time, and it's really resistant to attracting dust. Well, there you have it. What a difference.